Ever wondered what happens to a woman's soul when the person she trusted most looks her in the eye and makes her feel worthless? When the hands that once held her gently become the same ones that tear down everything she thought she was. Today, we're going to talk about something that millions of women carry in silence. The invisible wounds that don't show up in photographs, but change everything about how they see themselves and the world around them. This isn't just about broken hearts.
This is about broken spirits, shattered self-worth, and the long journey back to believing you deserve better.
If you've ever felt like you lost yourself in someone else's cruelty, this video is for you. When a woman is treated badly, something profound happens beneath the surface. It's not just disappointment or sadness. It's a fundamental questioning of everything she believed about herself, about love, about her place in this world. She replays every moment, wondering what she did wrong. Was she too much? Was she not enough? The questions become a prison, and she becomes both the prisoner and the guard. The woman who once laughed freely now measures every word before she speaks. The woman who once loved boldly now questions if she's even worthy of gentleness. In those first raw moments after being treated badly, a woman often feels like she's drowning in her own confusion. Her mind becomes a battlefield between what she experienced and what she was told happened. She might find herself apologizing for things that weren't her fault, explaining away behavior that should never be explained away. The gaslighting creates a fog so thick she can barely see her own truth anymore. Sleep becomes elusive. She lies awake at 3 a.m., her heart racing, replaying conversations and wondering if maybe, just maybe, she misunderstood everything. The self-doubt is so loud it drowns out her own inner voice, the one that used to guide her, protect her, believe in her. She looks in the mirror and sees a stranger. Where did that confident woman go? The one who had dreams and boundaries and knew her worth? It's like she evaporated, leaving behind someone who flinches at raised voices and apologizes for taking up space. Food loses its taste. Colors seem duller. Even her favorite song feels empty. The world continues spinning, but she feels frozen in place, watching life happen around her instead of living it. But the real devastation isn't just in those first weeks or months. It's in how being treated badly rewrites a woman's entire relationship with herself and others. She starts to believe the cruel words that were thrown at her like weapons. Those words move in, make themselves at home in her thoughts, and whisper lies about who she is when she's trying to heal. Trust becomes complicated. Not just trust in others, but trust in her own judgment. She second-guesses everything. Her instincts, her feelings, her perceptions. The woman who once knew herself so well now questions every decision, every boundary, every hope. Relationships become minefields. She finds herself overanalyzing every interaction, looking for signs of rejection or abandonment. She might push people away before they can hurt her, or cling too tightly out of fear of being alone with her pain. The most heartbreaking part? She often blames herself entirely. Society has taught her that if she's treated badly, she must have done something to deserve it. She carries shame that isn't hers to carry, guilt for someone else's choices, responsibility for someone else's cruelty. What others don't see is how she has to rebuild herself from the ground up. Every day is an act of courage just to keep going. She has to learn to trust her own voice again, to believe her own experiences, to stand up for herself when every fiber of her being has been conditioned to shrink. She might smile at work, laugh with friends, post happy photos on social media, all while feeling like she's performing her own life instead of living it. The mask becomes so heavy, but taking it off feels too vulnerable, too risky. Some days she feels angry, finally, beautifully angry at the injustice of it all. Other days she feels nothing at all, and the numbness scares her more than the pain ever did. Both feelings are part of healing, but she doesn't know that yet. She discovers that healing isn't linear. One day she feels strong and hopeful, ready to move forward. The next day, a song or a smell or a random memory can send her spiraling back into that dark place where she questions everything again. The world expects her to get over it quickly, to bounce back, to be grateful for the lesson. But she knows that some wounds take time to heal, and rushing the process only creates more damage. But here's what I want every woman listening to know, and this is the most important part of this entire video. Your healing is not just possible, it's inevitable if you're willing to be patient with yourself. That voice inside you that whispers your worth? It never left. It was just buried under someone else's lies about who you are. Every day you choose to treat yourself with kindness, you're digging it back up. A woman who learns to love herself after being treated badly doesn't just heal. She becomes unbreakable in a way that's beautiful to witness. She develops an inner strength that can't be shaken because it was forged in the fire of surviving what tried to destroy her. She learns that her sensitivity isn't weakness, it's a superpower. Her ability to love deeply, even after being hurt, isn't naivety, it's courage. Her hope for better isn't foolishness, it's wisdom. To every woman who sees herself in these words, you are not broken.
You are not too much or not enough.
You are not responsible for someone else's inability to see your worth. Your story doesn't end with how someone treated you. It begins with how you choose to treat yourself from this moment forward.
You deserve a gentleness. You deserve a respect.
You deserve love that doesn't come with conditions or cruelty attached. And most importantly, you deserve to believe that about yourself. If this video resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Sometimes we need to be reminded that we're not alone in our healing journey.
Take care of yourself. You're worth it.